Now, distraction, oh, look out. That's a killer because we self-distract every 25 seconds. It takes on average more than 1.5 minutes to recover from that. And if you're a software code writer, it could take you 10 minutes to recover from a distraction.
Distraction is not important, but urgent.
Well, we think it's urgent. This is where you have to manage. Whoa, I don't know what that was. You have to manage the distraction.
So what, check an email, go on social media?
Well, that's self-distraction. So it came up loud and clear yesterday in the, Wednesday in the seminar. And, there's a distraction that we cause ourselves to get into. So it's kind of a combination of self-distraction and outside distraction. And so any and everybody, if you have the little ping ring when emails come in.
Okay, I heard one while we're here.
Well, probably over in Bonnie's office, but or it could have been Tammy's. But I have it turned off on my computer because the tendency when you hear that little bing, right, is, oh, email. I mean, we've not even been able to evaluate how important that is. But what do? We swing around, we go to our computer, and we pull it up, and we go, I just self-distracted for a minimum of 5 minutes.
Because the store down the street is having a sale, and they sent you an email about that.
Yeah, whatever that is. So the notion is this. I know we keep bouncing back and forth. Distractions are caused by two things. Self-distraction, which you can manage, and then there's the distraction of when an employee comes by and knocks on your door and says, hey, you got a second? And they don't even wait for the answer. They just, have you got a second? Oh, and they just start, and they walk right in. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't even get to even answer. The point is this. You can actually calendarize and time management chaos and distractions. You tell your staff, I'm available from this time to this time, unless it is earth-shattering, earthquaking, volcano. Now we got that going on in Hawaii, right? But volcano active problem. So, hey, boss, hate to tell you this, but the plant's on fire. Well, okay, that's something we probably need to address. I did too. I'm going to have to talk to her about that. So I know I'm being quite dramatic and elaborate on this, but the real point that I've learned over time. See, the funny thing is when we put on seminars, we have a saying here in the company, and that is called congruency's a bitch. Excuse me. And what we mean by that is every time...
Congruency, never say that word.
Huh?
Congruency.
Well, let's not, I don't know where you're going because we only have a limited amount of time. So, and the point is this, when we go through it, and actually, I don't know, at least, Bruce, you were there, at least half of the clients that were in the room have seen my stuff before, right? And we always add new stuff because we're always doing research on the latest and greatest in the things we talk about. And they all raised their hands and said, I've heard this stuff before, but it made me realize what I'm not doing.
Yep.
And so even, look, it's prescriptive for us because when we put it all together and present it, it's somewhat embarrassing because we go, you know what? I'm not managing my distractions very well. So 2 things on distraction. And then I'm going to come to the punchline on this grid. Self-distraction is maintain your focus. Don't fall into the trap of printing labels for folders. Just as best you can, you got to stay away from that. Delusion is a little bit like distraction, but it's really trivial and menial sort of stuff.
Does it eventually have to get done, or is this stuff you just never really needed to get done at all?
You really don't need to get this done at all. Actually, this is the stuff, if you think, and again, I just want to reiterate, sometimes the delusion stuff is simply the stuff that we like to do. I like doing that, Nate. I said, well, but it's not the highest, best use of your time. You're the CEO of the business, or you're the owner of the business, or you're the general manager of the business. The highest, best use of your time is really down here, because again, this increases, doing a good job down here, increases the capacity to satisfy more demand. Demand is where you make your money. Distractions are the things that you need to manage and avoid. I mean, again, it's highly urgent. It doesn't feel important, but I better take care of it. So there's a thing that we call the hero syndrome, and that is when an employee knocks on the boss's door and says, "I really need your help. We got a problem in the plant," and immediately the business owner jumps up, not even understanding what the problem is, because he wants to go solve it. He wants to go be the guy on the spot that solves it, instead of saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, slow down, John. John, what's the issue? Does it need to be done within the next hour?" Now, some things do. I get that. But I'm asking you all, as business owners of your businesses, to take the moment and say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Number one, the employee needs to be calmed down anyway. You just got to say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Tell me what's at issue, rather than following that employee into what appears to be chaos for the employee. It may not be chaos at all. It could be, whoa, just slow down. Just slow down. Tell me what's going on. So we need to manage this. This guy down here, if you're doing some stuff down in this area, I mean, just imagine it. It's low urgency and low importance. Don't spend any time. If you're the business owner, get rid of that. Get rid of that.